So we found out the problem, and this is the problem. This shit broke off. What's up, YouTube? And we are back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be fixing another problem on the IS. Yes, the Lexus IS is reliable. The only problem is with the aftermarket exhaust. For some reason, this shit is just fucking up, bro. I don't fucking know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. For all those times that I've been having a problem with this Tsudo Mid-pipe, I either ran over something and it popped off, or I let my mom drive my car to work so I could use her van to go somewhere, and she might have hit something, but I asked her if she hit anything and she just said no, I didn't. So I don't know if she's lying or I just hit something and it literally just kind of broke the mid-pipe little by little. The first problem was between the mid-pipe and the cats. The bolts flew off. No idea why, just guessing it was a vibration in the heat, and it just couldn't collateral weld together, so it kind of flinged off. But today it's the Axleback that is connected to the resonators, so it's making this weird noise. It just started doing it. At first, the problem, I thought it was like initially was the springs, because it came with spring bolts. So initially I thought it was just because the bolts got rusted over time, and that's what causes the vibration and stuff. But it wasn't that, because I tightened it all the way to see if that was the issue, and no, that was not the issue. There was still the same problem. And I had a friend come over that he knows a lot of my cars, and he was kind of like just hustling and tussling it to make sure it's not the springs itself. So he told me it was a donut, like the donut flange or gasket that was holding it together. That may be the problem. It might be a little bit off-centered. So right now we're gonna check to see if it's off-centered and that is the problem, before we take another leap of faith to the shop and see what the fuck is actually wrong. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this cover off. Yes, I had this cover off on this car because I rarely drive it that much, and it is my daily, but I don't go outside. I'm literally behind this barber chair all day. But yeah, as I was saying, I rarely go out that much, so I have it covered. And look at all these little hairs that's on my car. If it wasn't for this cover, my whole car would be filled with freaking hair. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this bad boy off and jack this baby up. Let's go. Alright, so we got the car all jacked up and everything, and look at this shit, guys. It's a fucking lowrider, fool. Holy shit, it's a fucking lowrider. Woo! That shit slammed to the brim. But let's go ahead and turn on the car so I can show y'all what the problem is. Let's go. Connected to something that is vibrating the metal and everything. So I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna show y'all how it looks down there. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. I think it's because the springs are unevenly bolted on, so it does look like it's having metal to metal contact right here. But we're gonna fix this real quick. And then over here, it doesn't really look like it's touching anything. I mean, up here, yeah, maybe it is metal to metal contact, because the donut gasket still looks new, so I think it's just unevenly bolted on. So let's go ahead and fix that real quick. So even when I do turn on the car, everything does vibrate a little bit because of the springs, but not this much of a vibration. But we're gonna fix it real quick because it does look uneven, and we'll see if that's the problem. Let's go. So I just took out the donut gasket, and this is what it looks like. It does look burnt, but it shouldn't be making that weird that weird noise, I don't think. But luckily on the old ones, it came with one of the donut holes, two actually, so we could change out two. Let me see, they're the same size. Yeah, they're right about the same size, just a little bit smaller. But let's see if these fit. If not, I gotta buy new ones. But these look terrible too, but oh well. So sadly, the OEM gaskets are too small, and supposedly this is what exhaust leak sort of looks like with the black suits around it. So I guess it's time for replacement. So I gotta drive to O'Reilly's real quick to buy a new donut gasket, and hopefully they have it in stock, because if they don't, then I'm cooked. But yeah, let's go ahead and go buy it so I could replace it. All right, so we just made it O'Reilly's. Let's see if they have the parts. So supposedly it has to be a certain part number, and they can't give me a selection of gaskets, so that is no help. I don't know how I'm gonna find this shit out myself, but fuck, bro, every time, no help whatsoever. So since O'Reilly don't got it, we're about to go to AutoZone to check, because supposedly on ChatGPT it says it'll fit the Walker gasket. I think 31 something. Let me see. It's like a 31 360. So supposedly it's the same size as the one that fits on the mid-pipe. So we'll just go ahead and check it out. Oh, bro. They said it's a newer car, so they might not even have the part for these newer cars. So fuck you, O'Reilly. Fuck you. Damn! We have just made it to AutoZone. Let's go ahead and go in and see if they have the goddamn parts, bro. What the fuck? Turns out they ain't even got that shit in stock, bro. All these auto parts, bro. Y'all need to step y'all game up, bro. Y'all ain't got shit in stock. Ugh. Every time I run into a problem, I run to these two fucking auto parts, knowing that they ain't gonna help me either way. So I just wasted my goddamn time for what? Oh my fucking goodness, bro. I guess Amazon is the last resort every time. Fuck it, bro. Every time I search it up online, it literally says in stock, in stock. But every time I go to the front desk and ask them, oh yeah, y'all got this and that, oh yeah, I can search it up for y'all, boom, sorry, we don't got that in stock. You gotta drive all the way to Carrollton, which is fucking 35-40 minutes for that shit. At the end of the day, every time I need help, I am never going to O'Reilly's or fucking AutoZone ever again, bro. Never ever again. I learned my lesson the last time. I don't know why I fucking went again. Oh my goodness. But Amazon is always the last resort, sadly. So we just gonna have to wait until tomorrow or something. Fuck! So I just came home and I'm about to put everything back on because I gotta go somewhere, and I'm gonna need to take my car. So the vibration, it doesn't really, how do you say it, annoy me as much, because it really only annoys me when I step on it, and I rarely even step on it, so it wouldn't cause that little vibration to happen. But I did buy two sizes of the donut gaskets. So I bought one that is 2.36 and one that was 2.5 inches. So, because you can always return them on Amazon to see which one fits, but you can never, how do you say it? Yeah, Amazon lets you return, so it don't really matter to me. So we're gonna put everything back on, and then I'll get back to y'all maybe later today or tomorrow. Maybe it'll just be like a little calm vlog, but yeah, I'm gonna put everything back on, and yeah, I'll get back to y'all. Let's go. So I just put everything back on. This side did look a little bit unaligned, so I did align it a little bit. So let's see if it really made a difference, but I'm pretty sure the gasket is the problem as of now. So let me just turn on the vehicle. So it is still vibrating like crazy. So I don't really know what to fucking do anymore, honestly. Let's just hope and pray it's the gasket problem and not anything else. So yeah, what the fuck, bro? What a good week, huh? What a good week. So it's the following day. I'm gonna just say fuck it and go to somebody professional to go check it out, because I'm not a professional and I don't really work on cars like that, so I can't really diagnose a problem like how these professionals can. And the new spring bolts did come right here. I don't even know if these will fit, but they look like it'll fit. So just hope for the best, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He would just fix it for me. Yeah, that's it. So now we're on the way to the dealership. I'll meet y'all there. Let's go. All right, so we just made it here, and right there is the fucking live body scat pack and the electric scat pack. So let's wait and see what the problem is. So right now he's just telling me to start the car whenever, so he can find out the problem. And as of now, I think the aftermarket bolts that came with it, it's kind of loose, like the spring bolts. So he's just tightening it right now, so that may be the problem. So yeah, and by that I mean, it's since the mid-pipe is for like a different year of the Lexus, it doesn't tighten all the way and it's loose, so he can move like the bolts and stuff. So that may be one problem, but we're still figuring out other problems. So he's just tightening the whole bolts, and although the bolts are supposed to sit like 70% kind of closed, so the back pressure, you know, the springs can, you know, kind of help the hangers, like not stress the hangers in some way. But yeah, so we found out the problem, and this is the problem. This shit broke off, and I thought it was a fucking bolt. So we're gonna have to weld it back, unfortunately. So that is an L. What the fuck do I do now? So this usually doesn't vibrate like when it's warm, but when it's cold, it vibrates like crazy. So I think I might learn how to weld. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But this may be a learning experience. So it may be just bad welding from Tsudo. So that is a downside. And hopefully, to all my viewers that also have this, don't run into the same problem. So yeah, bless up, for real. So we diagnosed the issue, and that was the issue. The weld came off. So we're gonna have to go to a welder so we can weld it back on. We gotta pay the full amount because of that fucking weld. Shit, look at that Ferrari. One day, chat, one day. Dream big, y'all. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right, so after that long day of just trying to figure out the problem, we got some Dave's hot chicken with the strawberry lemonade slush. Yeah. What is that car's noise? Probably got the same issue as me, but yeah, let's go ahead and grub this shit down. You feel me? Well, that marks for the end of the video, and we finally found the fucking problem, and it was just a little small problem, and I thought it was the donut gasket or just the springs in general, but I also bought the springs, so just in case anything does go wrong, I have it just for backup. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, support the boy. I have new shirts that are out if y'all interested in buying the shirts. They are linked down below in the description. So yeah, love y'all for support. Road to 10K subs, and more mods coming soon. Deuces.